I'm GREYMOND. I'm an expert in OCD recovery because for the last 19 years, I've been helping people fully recover from OCD. If you would like to do personal coaching with me, all the information is on youhaveocd.com. You can sign up from there.
Today I want to talk to you more about fence sitting. Fence sitting in OCD recovery is what's going to continue to get you stuck. Because when you start to do recovery work, the question is how much recovery work you're doing versus how much you're feeding OCD. Think of it like a jar of water. How much water are you pouring in versus how much water is coming out? It's literally as simple as that. I know it's hard to believe, and I know it feels like, no, there's got to be more to it. No, you fed it, it grew. You stopped feeding it, it went down. But after you stopped feeding it, did you start feeding it again? Maybe due to life stress, maybe due to a trigger that felt different and that you absolutely needed to solve, right? That it's and all of the core problem of this is the fence sitting problem, where you're sitting on the fence and half of you is on one side, which is the disregard side, and you're making the decision to disregard and you're making the decision to do the work. But the other side, you also kind of want to solve it and figure it out to make sure that everything is okay and that you're safe. And you go back and forth and back and forth. So you need to make a final decision that this is all OCD. I'm not going to engage in these behaviors, whether it's mental behaviors or physical behaviors, right? So figuring out, solving, online research, talking to everybody about it, trying to get reassurance, whatever it is that you're doing. The more you do this, the more OCD grows. The less you do this, the faster you recover. So you need to really see it as that your behavior every moment of the day matters. And if you're doing this teeter-totter where it's one day like this, one day like that, and you're wondering, why am I not recovering? Is because your brain doesn't know which way you want to go with this. Or do you want to feed? Is this important? Because we're feed it sometimes, but not all the time. So maybe it's not important. And then that's why you feel like this. So you need to make a decision and stick with the decision. Another way I can describe this to you is a diet. One day you're eating tons of donuts, the next day you're on a diet. But you're not losing weight because you're just going back and forth, right? So decision needs to be made. And then sticking to that decision. For at least, if you can't do it as a permanent thing, then just say, okay, for the next 30 days, I am not going to engage in this. And do the tracking, do the GREYMOND method tracking. I'm telling you guys, I say this all the time, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. It works. I see this every day with clients that it works. But you cannot do it as a logging, because then you can also say, oh, did 5 compulsions, 10 compulsions, 5 compulsions, 10 compulsions, right? Then it becomes against this fence sitting situation that you're logging your behaviors, but you're not actually reducing them. The goal of the tracking is to reduce to 0, and then for 2 months, stay at 0. So that way you secure your recovery. So you got to 0, then you secured it. You feel good no matter what life stressor, no matter nothing. That's how you recover. But if you teeter-totter, you're just kind of like in the same spot, one step forward, one step back. With my clients, we do this continuously and we see results. So I'm telling you, this works. Thank you for listening. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you would like to do private coaching with me, please sign up through youhaveocd.com. I'll see you tomorrow.